What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. In today's video, we're back to work on our F550. As you know from the last episode, we got these heads off, and today we actually need to go ahead and send them out to the machine shop. And also, we want to dig into this transmission. We do need to drop it because, for one, we do have an aftermarket clutch that we need to install, and also the rear main seal is leaking. And we want to ensure that everything is good on this motor, so we're going to fix that. So let's get right into this episode. Alright, so we got our exhaust manifolds off of these heads, and I'm actually gonna wait for Yuri. He's not here yet. Once he shows up, we'll take him to the machine shop because he's really good friends with the guy, so we're gonna wait on that. And so for now, I'm actually gonna go ahead and start on the transmission. We actually need to go ahead and start disassembling everything so we can get it out. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I went ahead and removed this harness. All that's left is just to disconnect this drive shaft, also disconnect this, and it'll be ready, and then we can also have to do that. But Yuri actually pulled up. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
Good morning. So we can actually get these heads and take them over to Kenny, and he'll start working on them. Because the sooner we get these done, the sooner we can get it all back together and start whipping it.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be nice, dude. Alright, so our mechanic is actually just down the road, so we're gonna make sure these heads don't go anywhere.
Make sure they don't get blown out. Yeah, boss, why so slow?
Alright, so we got the heads at the machine shop, and we're actually going to be bringing my S2000 motor here to get built, so stay tuned for that, guys. Kenny's going to get these heads nice and fresh for us. Got a lot going on over here, man. Alright, so we dropped our heads off. What do you say? Get back on that training?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hey, look at that. Hey, this.
Bro, let's not show that on video.
Why not?
That was V-Team's tool. In what? In two pieces?
I honestly don't even want to take the whole tranny off. I just want to scoot it back and let it sit on that truck. Will it? It should. I mean, let that sit on the ground and let the tranny sit right there and do everything that we need to do, and then put it all back.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You gonna have enough room to do the main seal?
Yeah. Me and Paul did it when we removed the tranny on the other one, remember?
Yeah, but we took it off from the bottom.
That is true, and it was a much smaller transmission.
What? Is the 550 different?
No, it's an automatic transmission.
Oh,
it's like half
okay.
the size of this thing. We actually had to replace.
Oh, yeah, we need those. Yo, dude, that's weird because usually automatics are bigger.
I mean, I
But
don't
this
know.
is probably a bigger transmission.
It is a big truck too. I mean, it's a 550.
Are you sure it wasn't the same size?
No, it was much smaller.
Smaller, but I think
Not by like a whole lot, but yeah, this part right here is definitely smaller.
That's pretty crazy. The transfer case is part of it.
Yeah, on the other truck, the transmission like right here is already like this size. I mean, you gotta think about it. It's got 6 gears in there.
I mean, this thing's just a
it's a
beast. That's
6-speed?
what it
It's
is.
got 5 gears and it's got a real low gear.
All right, so we got everything disconnected. The drive shafts, the PTO shaft is actually on this thing. So we decided to just go ahead and drop this entire bracket right here. And we're gonna get the cherry picker and basically just lower this transmission down right here. That'll give us plenty of room to do what we need to do. So let's go ahead and dig right into it. Vlad is currently taking off the oil lines. And once those are off, it's basically just these bolts that are gonna be holding it on. All right, so we got everything off. How are we looking here?
It's not too bad. We did know that we have an oil leak here. This just confirms it. That's the rear main seal. We already have a new one for there. Also, if you look at this clutch, in between the clutch plates, it's warped up pretty bad. So I'm guessing they did ride the clutch a little bit on it. So it's a good thing we're replacing that. We have a new flywheel. We have a new clutch. We also have a new pressure plate and throw-up bearing. So that's gonna be good. So we're about to take off this main cover right here to replace the gasket on it and do the rear main seal.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so before we remove this cover back here, we're going to drain the oil because it does hold about that much oil. That's why that's leaking, because that's right where the oil is. So we're gonna remove the oil and then remove the cover.
What's the hold up?
Oh, Mark gave me a bucket. I was looking at this fuel pump right here, man. I was really hoping somebody could
Hook
maybe
us up?
do like a little sponsorship or something. Hook us up with a nice lift pump.
Nice lift pump.
And a radiator. We need a radiator.
That plastic radiator.
It's just not in the budget anymore though, because we're tapped out.
Show them where the rear main seal is and stuff.
This right here is the rear main seal. Yeah, gotta get this ring off. And take it out.
Easy to replace.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Take that off.
Getting here is a lot of work.
Mark, you wanna go grab a slide hammer?
Did we replace it without taking off that? All right, so you already got that main seal off, and before we actually go ahead and put this plate back on, we need to replace this gasket. So I'm gonna go ahead and degrease it, get it nice and clean, and we'll get the brand new gasket on it.
Alright, so we got this piece out here covered in some aluminum brightener. We are about to pressure wash it. It's gonna be ready to go back onto the motor.
That looks good, look at that. That's cleaning up.
What's up, Mark? What are you taking care of?
Cleaning off all this stuff right here. It kind of crudded up where the old gasket was. So we'll make it nice and clean. That way our new gasket seals and we don't have any leaks.
So is this thing ready to go back on?
It's ready, but we don't have no thread locker.
No thread locker?
Yeah, we need some thread locker for that ring that goes around the crank. So we're gonna have to pretty simple.
Who?
Vlad.
Never heard of him.
All right, so we're gonna put this thread locker. It's a heavy duty thread locker, the high heat. We're gonna put it on the inside of this ring before we put it on here. That way it gets on there nice and tight so it doesn't slip through and so it doesn't have any leaks.
All right, so we got the inner piece on. It's looking real nice. What's the next step, Yuri?
We're gonna go ahead and pop on that cover.
You got the gasket on it?
Yeah, gasket's already on it. So
Oh, it's looking nice and clean. Got that fresh gasket on it. Ready to go.
we did mess up a little bit. O'Reilly's didn't have the tool for installing these seals and we didn't want to wait, so we decided we were just gonna put it on by hand, and we did it backward. We put the ring on the crank when we shouldn't have done that yet, so we're gonna have to do it a little bit differently, but I think it'll still work. So we'll try to stick this on first and then use this ring to get it on there. I think it'll be fine.
It's okay. Accidents happen.
Yeah, we're not professionals. Seems like that's our excuse for everything.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
He's seen her on good.
All right, so as this cover goes on, theoretically it should push that ring out as the crank pushes in. It's gonna transfer our seal from there to there.
Where are my bolts at?
Here, I got this one.
Yeah. All right, check that out, guys. We got us a nice fresh seal back there. It's looking very good. Vlad's about to bring us the new clutch and we can go ahead and start installing it. He's actually currently going to get it.
Struggles of life. Get over there. Lay it right there on that cross beam.
I can't get over there.
Yeah, you can.
It's too heavy, man. He can't handle it.
You can't walk with it. You can't walk with it. Where's the razor blade?
All right, guys, so check it out. We got us a nice fresh clutch here. Also have an upgraded flywheel. This is all stage 2. It's gonna be very nice, so let's go ahead and install this clutch. Let's figure out the torque specs on this thing.
So what's up here? Where are we at on the build?
All right, so we got the transmission mounted to the motor. Everything looks good. Everything slid in real nice and snug. Right now we're going to reinstall all the brackets that we removed earlier. Obviously we had to remove the cross beam that the transmission sits on. And we also removed the transfer case. That way it was easier to put it back, because we tried with the transfer case and front drive shaft connected and we just couldn't get it on there. So
So now our transmission is all bolted in. It's good to go. We're gonna actually go ahead and take off this front drive shaft because we need to redo that U-joint. It was just actually dangling. I guess one of the ends came out or something, but Yuri's currently getting it off. And I think O'Reilly's actually just showed up with a new one. Yes, sir. What you got over there, Pops? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He brought the spice. You see that?
Spicer.
Ooh. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Perfect timing.
All right, so this universal joint is made up of a couple of pieces, 5 to be exact. You can see these right here. This is the bearings. Try to get it off for you. Dang, that's really on there. So to get it out, we're gonna tap it out. We're gonna take off these snap rings right here. See if you can see them kind of crudded up. You can't really see them, but they're in there. We're gonna pull off the snap rings and then knock it out one way and then pull it out and press that new one in. When we press the new one in, these will come in from the sides and press onto it. So let's do that.
You always want to make sure to be careful with these also, because you can lose these pins. Once you lose one pin, it's done.
There we go.
Nice and seated.
See how snug that is? It doesn't get better than that. Now let's put the grease fitting on.
Alright, so what are we up to now, Yuri?
We're gonna remove this fan clutch right here because we have to remove this bracket right here. See, when we were taking off the bottom bolts, somebody broke them.
Hey boss, it was already broken. Look at that.
But see, we didn't know that it was broken up there.
I knew in my heart, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to replace this piece. So also we have to get to the water pump because we did get a new water pump, and we also want to replace all the gaskets that may be there. So
yeah, make it
we
all
have to
nice and
remove this,
fresh.
and to remove it, we're going to use this pipe wrench right here. We're going to lock something into one of these holes so it doesn't turn, and put the pipe wrench on there and try to crack it loose. See what happens. Hopefully everything goes the way that we're planning. I'm gonna get this sucker in here. Just like that. Hold everything, sir. Just make sure it doesn't move. All right, get that out.
That was way too daggum easy.
If it came off. Oh, it did. It could have just been ready to come off. It knew. You know, it's natural for a Ford to fall apart. Crack this sucker open so it's happening.
Oh, it's a brand new water pump. Ain't never been used. Look, it is brand new.
It is new, it's been replaced, but guess what? We're gonna replace it again. Dang, that's pretty bad.
Oh Oh, you bought the wrong one, dude.
What?
It's the wrong pump. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't even see it.
Oh, I already see it's the right one, man. You got me. You got me.
Brand new seal.
You know why? Because it's very believable that I ordered the wrong part.
Hey, I mean,
Oh, snap. We got a metal impeller on this one versus a plastic impeller. Sounds
that-
like nothing but upgrades going on this
see
truck.
that's what they mean by bulletproofing. The bullet will go through
Yeah.
plastic, but a bullet won't go
That's
through
right.
metal.
We actually shot a AK-47 at one of these one time. It did not penetrate.
Yeah, once we actually fully bulletproof this motor, we're gonna run a 30-ounce 6 round through the head and see if it actually bulletproofed it.
Yeah, we actually might have to take 2 shots at this truck though. Does, yeah, because it's small. Yo, this actually might be the wrong pump, dude. Not gonna lie. I don't know how it goes. Probably like this. Put it like this. Yeah, buddy. Ain't no wrong pump.
See, now you're scaring me over here.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. You got me, so I gotta get you.
Just like that, guys, we have a new water pump on here. We're basically freshening up everything on this motor. We're actually gonna go over all these pulleys and make sure they're all good. If we find any bad ones, we're gonna replace them. Because we wanna go ahead and do all this while we're in there. That way, once the cab's back on here, it's not a pain to fix stuff that goes out. So we're moving right along.
listen to that.
It's looking good.
That's bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that. That's done. That one's done. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, dang, yeah. So we're definitely gonna need some new pulleys.
That one seems like it's be all right still.
How's that one?
This one's supposed to move a little bit. It moves in and out on the pump. It's leaking. No, it doesn't seem like it's leaking, so we're not gonna mess with any of that.
So what do you think, just those 2 top ones?
Yeah. Well, we might as well do all 3 of these.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to. And might even just go ahead and put a new tensioner on there. I guarantee it would get
Yeah,
this
I
whole
think,
thing from
yeah,
Alot.
I'm on to bet it. Yeah, it would be so much nicer to just freshen all this up. Because, I mean, this truck does have 170,000 miles, so
Look at that.
what's going on?
The pulley shot too. Yeah, it's shot as well.
Might end up having to replace all these.
That looks pretty weak. Oh, it's bent too. Look, you see how bent that is? Look how bent that clutch is. Yeah, the problem with that is you're not gonna be able to buy that separate. You're gonna have to just replace that entire unit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the AC pump.
Dang, man. That
Which
sucks.
is not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's probably gonna be expensive.
Hey, but
I don't want to put
brand,
it back. Yeah, I
a
don't want to
new-
put it back in there like that. I want to put a new one in there. It's gonna be nice. You know,
this whole truck's gonna
we'll
look
get
nice.
Vlad to clean all these lines out with a toothbrush and make them look brand new. So everything's gonna look like it came from the factory.
Yeah, this thing's gonna... A lot of people were asking about if we were gonna paint the block, but honestly, I looked at it.
Yeah, there's no reason to paint it.
I mean, this block looks really nice. The paint is actually all still holding up on it, so I don't think we're actually gonna mess with it.
Yeah,
There's just really no reason.
We need to put all the effort of that into finishing off any spots on the frame that we still have left, like right there.
Yeah.
We couldn't really get into there because of the fan shroud and all that. So instead of painting the block and stuff, we'll clean the block and we'll take care of all that. So it'll be a good use of our time.
Yeah, I'm betting if we throw some aluminum brightener on all this, it'll look so nice.
Yeah, it'll clean it up for sure. It'll make it look just like this water pump.
I can't wait, man. This thing is coming along, guys. Check it out. Really, we're basically just waiting on the machine shop at this point.
Kenny, man, you're holding us up, buddy.
Come on, Kenny, please get him done.
Come on, buddy.
Hopefully we can get him done tomorrow. That way for Sunday we can actually have this motor together.
Yeah, we want it to be running by Sunday. Come on, King.
At least
Where
have
you
it
at?
together and have a video out.
We're over here gassing you up on YouTube. You're taking forever with our machine.
Nah, he just got him. Follow us on Instagram. Go ahead and drop us a follow at motorhead.co. We do post a lot of inside scoops and what we're working on, so you can get you a little teaser before the video drops. And we do have merch. It's on vtune.com. I'll link it down below if you want to pick something up and support us. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.